Hey everybody, this is Magical Mustache Man, John and Kyle, and today we are at Universal Studios exploring Mardi Gras 2026.
Yes, I absolutely love this festival. I didn't know that Mardi Gras existed at Universal before we came.
All right, we got some beef!
An absolute blast. It is such a great festival. We're going to take you all along. Most activities in Universal Studios. There's also something at the Coconut Club that we're going to take you to a little bit later because it doesn't open until 5. But there are concerts, a parade, a tribute store, and best of all, amazing food booths celebrating countries that celebrate Carnival. And so we're going to take you all along for Mardi Gras 2026 right now.
Let's go.
All right, we are going into the tribute store for Mardi Gras, and I heard they blew it out this year, and I can already tell this looks amazing.
Wow, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, this is cute. Look at the shirt, John. Got a little flannel.
Oh, that's really nice.
So the tribute store is something that Universal does for all of their major events. This is $65. That's nice too.
That is so
Right,
nice.
so they do it for the holidays, Halloween Horror Nights, Mardi Gras, and then they also do it for usually a summer tribute store that's related to some like movie or IP. But this is super cool. It's like a Bayou jazz club.
Tonton's Roadhouse.
There's also usually Easter eggs in the tribute store for either next year's thing or for the next season. So like sometimes there'll be like a Horror Nights Easter egg in the Mardi Gras tribute store. This is so cool.
Out of order. Oh, look at these
It's
songs.
crazy that they flip this over like every couple months to be themed to whatever festival is going on.
All right, let's keep going. Who's Tonton's?
I don't know. We got the king gator though. That
Oh,
was
that's cool. That is awesome.
I like the neon lights. Oh, they're beignets.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's adorable. I want to eat it. Yeah, right? It's not. It's hot. It's pretty fine.
That's so cool. Even the ceiling looks cool. All right, what else we got in here? We got some pretty cool merch.
Yeah.
This
got some
year.
hot sauces.
Oh my gosh. 14 to 16 bucks per bottle. Look very spicy. All right, let's get to the curtain of beads.
All right, let's do the beads into the next room. And so usually the tribute store, like there's different rooms that are themed to different things. So now it looks like we're gonna go into an old like Bayou voodoo parlor.
Voodoo, hoodoo.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, we're like on Bourbon Street. Look at the iron up top.
Oh, that's so
This is cool.
Wow.
They did a really,
They did a really good
this
job.
year.
Wow. Okay. Oh, look at this.
Oh, now we're like out in one of the graveyard. Dude, this would honestly be just as cool for a Halloween Horror Nights themed house or tribute store.
Yeah.
This is interesting. They use this whole space all for theming and decoration and not actually for merch, which is really cool. It's super immersive.
Better than last year's.
I mean, last year like they had the Bayou house. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. There isn't that much merch, but there is a lot of theme and there's a lot of
I
storytelling.
kind of like that they have.
Oh wow, that's such a cool shirt.
That is awesome. Totally sequined out. You can also be the king and queen of Mardi Gras over here.
Oh, you got these big fans. These would be nice later
That's a
on.
cool spirit jersey. So they do sell beads for Mardi Gras if you want the really fancy ones, but they throw out a ton during the parade. So you absolutely do not need to buy these to leave Mardi Gras with beads. You will get plenty if you attend the parade.
They will
If
find
you want
you.
some fancy ones, or if you want,
Oh, that is really
a little.
cool. Zest.
This is
It's not gonna hit.
this is the moment right here.
That is it.
Is this what we're wearing later? This is the vibe.
I want the cowboy hat.
This is super cool.
All right. Well, that's it.
All right, Tribute Store is a 10 out of 10 this year.
That's
They
definitely a
did
10 out of 10.
an awesome job. If you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us at magicalmustacheman.com. We specialize in Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts, and we'd love to help you plan your next vacation at no cost to you.
All right, we are here. We are at the food section, and we are starting with the green tomato po' boy.
Yes. So before we get into the po' boy, going over the Universal Studios food booth for Mardi Gras. So they have Austria, Bites the Bayou, which is where we got this po' boy. They also had a fried oyster po' boy and like a Cajun mac and cheese that looked pretty good. There's a Bloody Mary cart, Bourbon Street Snacks, which had red beans and rice and gumbo. Brazil, Chile, China, France, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Taste of the Quarter. So there are a ton of food booth options. There's some right here in New York around Central Park, and then there's some scattered throughout the rest of the park as well. We'll try to get some shots of the menus so you can get a sense of what is here, and we're gonna try some bites as well. So how is the fried green tomato po' boy?
Wow, that is very delicious.
Yeah?
It's not overly fried. It's not super greasy.
The bread looks nice and soft.
It is very flavorful.
Yeah, that looks good.
Very
We're gonna buy that in a second.
Yeah.
So tons of bites to try here. One thing that is a great purchase is getting one of these gift cards. So it is, if you're not a pass holder, it's $65 and you get a $75 value on the gift card. Or if you're a pass holder, you can spend $120 and get $150. This is great for a couple of reasons. One, it helps you budget, so you can go around, and we're big fans of this for festivals at Epcot as well. Getting a gift card, understand what you're about to spend, and have a plan. But free money, love that.
Oh yeah.
And then you can use these on alcohol, also awesome.
What you can do is, like, if you know you come to Universal for a long time, get a couple of these. Save yourself some money in the long run. Give me like 4 of them. You'll save yourself like an extra $100 at the end. So it's really worth it.
They don't have an expiration date, so you can buy these now and use them anytime at any of the parks. So it's a great, if you know that you're gonna spend a bunch of money at Halloween Horror Nights, for example, who would do that? You can buy a bunch of these now and then save them for Horror Nights. So you can use them anytime. So these are fantastic. Other thing I point out that we heard is that they're doing more open fire cooking for the booths this year, so that there's more smells of the food and of the festival as you walk around. And I absolutely can smell that.
Oh yeah.
There is a ton of great food around here. So right in Central Park, I see Greece, Puerto Rico, Bites the Bayou, Bourbon Street, Taste of the Quarter,
and Bourbon Bridgerton.
And then there's a bourbon beer garden over here.
Bourbon beer garden, that's really
yeah, so I'm gonna try this right now, and then we're gonna walk around and find some more food to sample.
All right, see you then.
All right, so while we were sitting here, a little Bayou band, marching band walked by, went over and checked that out, and then I walked over to the Greece booth and got the spanakopita because we heard it was very good. So puff pastry, spinach, feta, looks delicious. Really good flavor. The velo dough is nice and crispy. It's a little greasy on the bottom, but it's been like sitting, not out, but like in like one of the heaters. So for, I think, being, mass made, like it's solid. It's got a great flavor. It's not overly feta-y. It's got good seasoning. That's pretty tasty.
All right, so we are here at the Chile Patagonia booth. We got the fire roasted salmon with some chimichurri and potatoes. Super excited for this. You can see there's a smoker outside, which looks really delicious. Wow. That is a solid salmon. That's pretty good. Let me get some of that. Wow, that is delicious. Totally recommend getting this. 10 out of 10. This is delicious.
All right, so we stopped by Brazil, the ultimate carnival country, and we got some pão de queijo, so this Brazilian cheese bread. They're quite tiny. They're quite wee, but we'll see. They're pretty good. They're pretty, not rubbery, but like gelatinous. So it's tapioca flour mixed with cheese. They're usually like a little bit chewy, but this almost feels like not fully cooked on the inside. Not a bad way. They just could be texturally better, but had to try them. They're better in Brazil. I encourage you to go there.
All right, we finally made it to the Mexico booth, which is my favorite booth. Right here we got is the Mazatlan Street Ceviche. This thing is heavy. This thing is filmed to the rim. It is crazy, but let's give it a try. Wow. Hold up. Not a fan of it. Wow. I don't know. The sauce on top is very sweet, which doesn't make sense. I thought it was gonna be like a spicy, savory sauce. The shrimp is delicious, but it's just the sauce overpowering everything. It's not gonna be good.
All right, so in addition to all of the amazing bites and the parade, which we're gonna get to, it starts at 7, I think, and the theming and decoration, all that, there is also a weekend concert with some pretty big names. So we have Cascade, Portugal the Man, RuPaul is doing a DJ set this weekend. Plan to come see that, but probably gonna be crazy. Ziggy Marley, Tyler Hubbard, Bebe Rexha, Zedd, Bare Naked Ladies, and the All American Rejects. So really good names throughout the season for the concerts. It's on Saturday nights, so if you are planning your trip and you want to see one of the concerts, Saturday nights over kind of across from the Minions area. But you know, I've just been really impressed with the food, minus the shrimp ceviche. That was not good. But I think all the food bites we've had were excellent. We've talked to other people who have really enjoyed it. Definitely seen all the like outdoor cooking and smoking, which not only adds to like drawing you in to want to try the food, but I think this is a really nice way to show that the food is really fresh. Like that salmon was more moist than like most like restaurants serve salmon. It was delicious. So I think we're gonna hang out until the parade. Check out the parade. Check out the Dead Coconut Club after it ends, and head out after that. But the parade's awesome. Get ready.
That is it for Mardi Gras here at Universal Studios. It was amazing.
Yeah, so we last left you, we were just waiting for the parade to start, and so watch the parade. It is such a fantastic parade. We're gonna stick some B-roll and shots. There's such high energy. There are beads flying everywhere. It is like projectiles, so protect your face, have your hands out, have your hands ready to catch them. We caught, I don't know, 50 beads. It was so much fun. You can also ride the floats as well. It's $95 per person to ride the float and throw the beads. That also includes a 3-course dinner at a select restaurant. So if you want to book that, your Fantastic Vacations agent can help you do that as well if you're planning to come during Mardi Gras. But it was a really great day. Yeah. I love Mardi Gras. I definitely am going to be back before the end of the season for sure.
This is kind of like those events where we do it 2 or 3 times per year during the event. So we're definitely coming back. The food was fantastic, except for the ceviche. But everything else was great.
Yeah, absolutely excellent. So let the good times roll. Hope you guys are having a fantastic season. If you're liking these videos, please like and subscribe so you hear the next one. And we will see you on the next video.